Oh. Alright, be right back in about 5 minutes. Let everyone get here because we had a crash, apparently, the second we start. Yeah, I love my computer. Be right back. Alright, it would seem everybody is arriving. Awesome. Let's go ahead and turn this off now. 5 minutes have passed. So, let's go ahead and head on into Phoenix Wright. Let's see what's going to go on. It should be a trial today. I don't know if it is or is not. We will see. Now, won't we? Alright. And all right, what's up? Let's see. Yep,
Class
it's trial
trial
today.
time.
Nice, big nut. Let's get the
Class
squeak in here.
trial
Hold
time.
on. Time for the squeak. You ready?
Class trail time.
See if it... Big squeak.
Class trail time.
Big squeak. Good. Good. Alright, so February 24, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Well, there you go, Lil G. Already starting off with Emma. So, what do you think, Mr. Wright? By the way, I just thought about this, but what's it with teenage girls flocking to Phoenix Wright's side?
Class trail time.
Doesn't look too good, does it? There's a bunch of teenage girls. Whatever. So what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all... Wait. Who's Lana? Victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time? Oh, that's right. Her sister, I forgot. Forgot who that was. She's been so irrelevant. I completely forgot who Lana was. And a different suspect was arrested at the other crime scene. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So how'd it go? It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. Oof. Lana! Don't tell me you! Much to my regret, I am as much in the dark about this as they are. Ooh. So she's confused. It's not just us. We're all fucking confused. We are all confused on this blessed day. Who is that again? I know. I completely forgot. I completely forgot about her, but she's the person we're defending this entire trial. She's Emma's older sister. I know. I completely forgot. I was like, wait, who? Oh yeah, Miss Sky. Huh? We discovered traces left by a certain person in the police department's evidence room. Also, Emma Nut from Lil G, goddamn. Also, only 15 more days, boys, till we're back. Oh, wait, not 15. 25 more days for our back home. Yes, Lada's Emma's sister. Not Lada. No, not Lada. Did I say Lada? Lana, not Lotta. Lana. The one in front of you right now. We'll be moving back soon. 25, we can move back. I'm excited to go back. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. You found Officer Marshall's traces? Bloodstained fingerprints to be exact. Nani? That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You don't understand what this means, don't you? Nor if my sister got to accuse Mr. Marshall. We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky? Do what you have to do, right? Alright, here we go. Big squeak. The best part of the day. February 24, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 9. Come now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is... Humph. Oh, shit. Humph? I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach criminal affairs in the prosecutor's office. The victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. That's not physically possible, is it? What, Ma? I hear the victim in the evidence room just disappeared. Make a squid command or no ass eating. Boy, shut the fuck up. You don't need that. Guess there's no ass. Yeah, no. Why the fuck would I make a squeak command? Come on, boy. Bot has died? No. It's not objection. You spelt it wrong. It's wrong one, silly. Objection! There you go. Thank you, Luminite. Yeah! The body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edwards' car! Wow. This is one nest of pride.
One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself.
Yeah, that's what says Mr. Edge with the report. It's just so on top of things! Even though he doesn't know what's going on himself.
And that's supposed to be an admirable trait? Wow. Very well, let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness. The date of the stand.
For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department.
The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer?
Also, everyone was like, everybody that watched the VOD of the VOD of the mod we did yesterday is freaking the fuck out. They're like, yo, stop! That's the most controversial thing we've done on this channel so far. That mod. A lot of people are upset, a lot of people are happy at the same time. I don't know what's going on.
Will the witness please state his name and occupation?
Yes, sir! I am Officer Mike Meekins! Oh, that's right. He's gonna pop it on. My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir! Oh, fuck. We meme too hard? Nonsense. People were getting upsetty spaghetti, man. Like, angry. Boo! From Matt. Wait, Matt sent a loot, but he ain't here. Wait a minute. Oh, there you are. Now you just showed up. Wait, who the fuck is talking about it? You're that famous already? Sam H. Wait, no. It's just people being upsetty spaghetti. They're like, you're insensitive. I'm like, but I don't know. It's a huge mess. We'll see what happens. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You gotta believe, sir. Well, here we are. Actually, what we like to... Sir! I'm what you would call a part of the younger generation, sir! Gen Z! Gen Z! Gen Z! Gen Z! Oh, shit. A person's actions also can possibly comprehend!
Officer Meekins.
Yes, sir!
Give us a report of the crime. Consider that in order.
Yes, sir, as you wish. After all, I am part of the generation that must be told what to do, sir. You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. Jesus. Back to back, I can't do those voices back to back. They're too similar. One's just a little bit more, what? And the one's, ah! Anyway, here's the testimony. I know you guys are going to love this one. This is almost as bad as Krusty. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life. Then I did it. But after that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. They have to ungreenify themselves. What? New boys are instant greenies? No, new boys are not instant greenies. Not at all. Boy. New boys who join during executions don't get our humor. Give them time. I guess you're right. Gotta love a daddy with a bitch voice. What the fuck? What? So the victim to take a gunman attacked you. That's to make his family mono, sir. I see. When you fainted, and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense will begin its cross-examination.
What I need here is more info to work with.
Alright. This is gonna blow my nuts out. Here we go. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard in the evidence room that day. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. Yikes. Now, there's a scary thought.
Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed.
I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir! The lovely police mascot created by the head detective, sir! Oh, that shit. Is this gonna become part of our... Because it's still evidence. When the fuck are we gonna use this as evidence? Objection, Your Honor! There's a thing in front of the police department! It's so important to this case! Fuck me. It's probably fingerprints or something on it. Actually, that looks like a hand, maybe. That kind of looks like a hand. Ah, shit. Maybe. I don't know. I'm uneasy. Who is Meekins? He's just explained himself.
Objection!
Boy. So, I was to ensure that it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. Jeremy Soul. Noise. Nice. See, sounds like a very important mission. After the awkward ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around. Then I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, shit. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room.
Tell us, what did you see when you got there?
We spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed in the room. Oh! In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card. Am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck. So then, your ID number should be listed in here, right? Edgy boy. ... Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It's 498-9596. That's my number, sir. I see. Huh. But the number 4989596 is shown as being used twice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Twice! Looks like things are getting good. But
Please explain, witness.
it's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see. So it was during the second time then? Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen. But God, if you think the ear rape is bad now, wait until he exposes as he starts flipping out. Expose his ass. I think he's actually fully innocent, though. That's the thing. I don't think he's at fault at all. I think he's just got caught in the crossfire. I believe he's completely fine. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir. A knife! Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened then? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's why I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand.
Maybe if you kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be.
When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the arm man by his collar. Ooh. What exactly do you mean when you say you did it? I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into Kung Fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched the knife from him. You took his knife. I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. Wait, I see. Must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in the sea of my blood, and then the next thing I knew... Oh! He passed me out of my face, sir! Shit, I copied the wrong thing. Bah. Get dicked, Axe. Yeah, I passed out until none of the officers smacked me awake. Press. Funnily enough, he doesn't hurt my voice at all. You think this boy would be blowing out my voice, but really, I feel good. About what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh. Right.
According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30.
He hit me right on the head, too. I woke up crying, tears of pain! That's nice. Oh, I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir. The Blue Badger, sir. Matt. That's beautiful, my man. This right here. Oh, I have to make a command. Hold on. I have to make a fucking command. I have to make a fucking command. That summarizes this entire trial right now. Hold on. Whoa, lag. Uh-oh, I'm gonna crash. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, we're good. There you go. Should work. There you go. I will return him to the entrance before things got out of... I mean, I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand. Well, we can all rest easy now. But I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened.
Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim?
He's got a point. We are Shop Officer Meekins. With regard to that, sir. Take a look at this! It was sent to my cell! Chief Gaunt delivered it to me this morning, sir! Gaunt, fuck you.
The chief
delivered it. What is that? Videotape? Yes, sir! That's absolutely right, sir! Videotape, sir! It contains fire from the security camera! Someone take that fucking thing away from him, please.
What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told it had been mistakenly erased.
That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. That's the only thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. But
well, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim.
oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. A video of a real murder? Just, what are we getting ourselves into? But oh, what the fuck is this? Why is that so scary? Oh, holy shit, 3D rendering? 3D fucking rendering? Oh, of course it would cover his face just perfectly. Fuck my ass. Oh shit. There goes Meekins. He's in it, boy. What the fuck? Woo! Woo! Spicy! The fight begins, boys! Oh, rip Meekins. But where did he go? Where the fuck did the dude go? What? He never left. What the shit? How did he get out? What? Where'd he go? Huh? Woo! What a fight, boys. That was a good one. Top 10 anime battles. Let's get it, Meekins. Let's get it. They're like, what the fuck? They have no idea what to make of this. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with this unsettling feeling stirred within us?
The hell was that wriggly piece of plywood?
Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. It's the Blue Badger, sir! Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Security videos added to the court record. Yes, well, anyway, this tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone in the evidence room and some sort of, activity did take place.
Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that all right with you, Officer Meekins?
Yes, sir. As you wish, sir. Hail the Blue Badger. It's the new Hinafumi. Exactly, Orber. God blessed it, the Blue Badger. His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which caused Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. Jesus, fuck.
What is it about Engelbert?
His detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. He's locked to ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to.
Intriguing. That would mean the victim of the crime scene will have been Detective Goodman. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Oh. Mystery Man. His face can't be clearly seen in the video. That's true, but I'm gonna press it anyway. You never know what happens. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with the knife? Sir, if you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face, I believe I would be classified as the latter. The latter, but you were standing right in front of him, were you not?
Order the port, a person to follow him, yeah?
Oh, yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see. Oh, Meekins is a treasure. He's like Bug Boy 2.0. He's just a fucking treasure. Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer. Still, I'm sure it was him! He also is like, I could expect this is what... Like, I don't know, he's fucking adorable. That's all I can say. He's a cutie pie. There's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it. Except for the pure cancer thing. Yeah, what a good boy, TM. Nut.
His face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it.
Why is everyone looking at me? If I label your stares as disturbing or...
Bacons! Haven't been shown a questionable video at best. We are not able to be, not in the best of modes. Now please be more certain when you testify.
Yes, sir.
You claim the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you're positive it was him.
I mean, he opened the locker room, which caused Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. About these lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir. I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past. The only response to the registered purpose, sir. I wonder what kind of methods he tried.
If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to his registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to.
Exactly my point, sir! He is too! Jesus. It's early and now I'm late. The stream cut out and I forgot about it. Got him. Big L. Yeah, my computer crashed the second I turned it on. I hit the stream button and it crashed. I'm like, well then. What's the better ship? WooHooLad, Phoenix Edgeworth, or Emma Meekins? What the fuck? Emma Meekins? What? Phoenix Edgeworth. What the fuck? Emma... What the? I'm timing you out. That's fucking disabled. Alright. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. That's hate speech at that point. Jesus. How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir, from people I know, sir. People in the know. The workers in the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir.
For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a little more reliable source.
So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. must be him! No else could have been acted!
However, the most important detail is not shown in this video, the man's face. Sir! If I may say something, sir.
Please do. After all, you are the one being examined.
I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir.
Huh?
I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. It was his hand that tried to thrust this knife into my body, sir!
My excellency can testify enough to this, sir! Well, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie.
That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it.
Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again.
Is there a problem with the security video? There's a problem. Regarding the video contained in this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange.
Strange?
This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not be Detective Goodman.
What? A fair contains a contradiction?
Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal.
What?
I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video.
He would want me to. Oh, fuck.
Very well. Proposal accepted. Let's further investigate this piece of evidence.
Whew, that one hurt a little bit.
Hold on, play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of.
I have to point out a problem in the video. This is the first time I've ever had to do that.
You can do it, Mr. Wright. I'll set up so you can fast forward and right and pause the video. Take a little look and be sure to point out the right thing.
Please don't pay too many times. I can't stand watching this video. How did this guy ever become a police officer?
Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us.
Basically Dr. Claw now.
There is a contradiction that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman.
Oh my fucking god, what? This is so unsettling, dude. Okay? There's a glove there. A glove falls out. Why does a glove fall out? There goes Meekins. Going in for the snipe. Look at this shit, dude. No, Meekins! No, my boy! Oh, shit. Holy fuck. He totally... How did he... Wait, no. What the fuck? Holy shit. That's spooky, dude. Meekin should have been better at sneak-ins. Yeah. Okay, so... What does that light mean? Why is there a light on? All the other ones don't have a light on. Why the fuck is that one lit up? Does that mean it's open already? Like, does that mean open? Because look, the light's on it. Why is the light on? Was it ever spoken of that if the light's on, you know, that's the fucking... I don't know. Alright, well... I've never done one of these before, so I have no idea what the fuck to do. All of you are claiming Meekins as your husbando. This is the first time we've had a global husbando. Cool. Nice. Am I mentally disabled? Yes. Alright, hold on. So I'm thinking it's the glove. Like, it's too obvious. Like, it falls down. Like, something's obvious. Like, it's like, hey, I'm here, so I'm just gonna just wing it. I'm new to the channel. Welcome, sir. We're gonna just throw it there. Present. Is that right? The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this.
Yeah, that is strange. Something someone saying I'm not sure about that. Oh, there, mate.
Oh, shit, and there's the sub. Thank you, Roblox World. Appreciate you.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Wright, but you seem to have forgotten the point of this exercise.
The point?
What you are looking for is one thing and one thing only. Something that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Swahana defenses drop.
I place him on the wrist, sir. Is that an L?
Rats.
I need to slow down and tackle these things a piece at a time. Now, what do I do? Play the video again? So I selected the wrong thing. Fuck. Well, let's try again.
Remember one thing, Mr. Wright. Every time you point your finger, someone gets hurt.
What? He's the one pointing his finger.
Oh,
I have to point out a problem in the video. It's the first time I've ever had to do that.
Hit him is right.
Okay, it's the same thing as always. Oh, what the fuck? We're gonna be here a while, aren't we? Take you all alive for Meekins. Damn, everyone wants Meekins, dude. Meekins is slaying it right now. Just because he's a cutie pie. But... Oh. He puts his hands up. Holy shit. What is that beeping? Could you fucking stop? Oh, it's just having a stroke. Fuck am I supposed to present? Do I have to take a buyout on this one? Decorator's has an knife, extremely thin rubber glove. Dude, fucking stop. Hold on. I don't know why it's having a stroke. Let me see if I can fix it. Reject. Stop. Thank you. Stock is unlocked. Light indicates open box. Oh! A light indicates open boxes. Okay, hold on. Rewind a bit here. Before that boy even shows up. That was it. I was right. My eyes are good. It's just I didn't know the evidence meant that. Holy shit. Meekins, get him, boy. Why the fuck is it so slow going back? Could we not? Thanks. Doot. Alright. Has to be this now. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this, Officer Meekins. Sir, do you mean me, sir? As I understand, the locker apparatus works like this. There you go. We found it, finally. Central music plays. Oh, you're talking about this? Oof, nut. Oh, nut. Best soundtrack from Doki. As I understand, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, the sensor reads your fingerprint. If the print matches the... register data, the light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Before it even gets there, it's already open. Nut. Nut! Nut! See, when he gets there, it's already open. When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind to a little earlier. Oh my god, can we stop? This is so fucking creepy for some reason. Why is it so creepy? It's because that fucking smile and its deformed eyes. Everything made by Gumshoe is just hell. Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit! Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Here we go. The court's gonna go. Back. Okay, there you go. What am I making it is? Very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime.
But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system.
Take that.
When the door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked.
Oh, I know. It must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction.
Oh well, I guess it goes to show that officers should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
Me, Your Honor?
Yeah. Why wasn't the locker locked?
Me, Your Honor. Yeah, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field.
What do you think, Miss Scientific?
Oh, what do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator?
Maybe so.
Oh my god, now I'm giving her a voice crack.
Maybe something like jam the electronic system.
Something jammed the sensor? Say. The glove. There's something else that seems out of place in this video.
Yeah, I thought so too. There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage.
Board Bell, suspect the video once more. The locker was unlocked. Mr. Wright, please point out the cause for this.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Go back. Whoop. And swoop. And whoosh. Present the glove. Now we present the glove. We were out of order. Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. What happened to the music? Uh-oh. No music. But my catchy tune. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, there it goes. What? Oh, sir! It's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I have to fall out and roll a great distances when I open my door. Now, we can't be sure that item was in the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? No fucking way. Nut. You can't spell nutrition without nut. There it goes. Yeah, it looks like it's falling from the far left side. The white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, shit! Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 203 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me.
But obviously what I be did to fit in the door.
Only that it would also have to block electrical currents.
Well, that's what rubber does. Well, fucking perfect. It's a thin rubber glove.
All right. It would need to be an insulator.
It is. It is. Oh, that's a lot of car say. There just might have been something that fits the description. Oh, somebody, hear me. That was the wrong voice, but I don't give a fuck. I think I finally got this figured out.
Very well. Whether the fits present, please present the relevant evidence. What was that insulator that was stuck in the locker door?
Well, you know what it is, boy. Rubber glove. Ramen Bunny Noodles Bon Avery. Well, that's a name. Welcome.
But we can't be sure that it was the victim's locker.
It has a tag that says SL9 incident. Oh! The video. Just imagine Edgeworth going, oh! Why are they getting me so bad? The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. If it's not so, is this not so, Officer Meekins? Sir! It would appear so, sir! Oh, shit. Got him. Order, order, order. So are we to believe, then, that the victim whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman?
You're not being misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
The defense has merely demonstrated that possibly, The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this.
Oh.
Officer Meekins, please testify about this.
Here it comes, another Emma Nut. Little G, my ass. Sir, me, sir. I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oof. Oof. Oh! You mean that, sir? Of course, sir! Is that a joke? Bah. Meekins low-key claps mad cheeks. Probably accidentally, like, wanders into, like, a brothel and is like, oh shit. And suddenly it's just, like, getting clapped nonstop. Very well. Begin your testimony. Witness testimony. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the moment of the crime, the detective had used his card. Had he? An ID card record, I say.
I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor.
Who the fuck is all those sevens, then?
The ID used at 514 is that of the victim.
Uh-huh. So Edgeworth went in. And why wasn't Meekins in there before? Wait, no, he said he went in there to put the blue badge away. That's right, okay. What the fuck? Just before the crime, huh? Yes, without a doubt. This is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why was there so few people using this room?
This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases.
Oh, special cases.
Extremely violent cases involving police staff.
Was hearing that makes my hair stand on end.
Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference.
There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon.
Right.
Right, I see. Now, let us move on to the cross-examination.
Mystery Man 2. But who the fuck? There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. When in the evidence room, one must use their ID card. Alright, well, let's see. So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you? Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I would these hands, sir!
Couldn't he just use his right hand for that?
Oh, Jesus. Jesus, X. What did X say? Oh, Christ.
Let's hear him out. Witness got afford to make any more mistakes.
Who the fuck is all those sevens, though? You think that's your boy, McCree? I think it's McCree, to be honest. It's probably McCree. It's probably McCree. Try in the evidence room, well, you must need an ID card. Do you, though? Is that card hanging from your neck one of these ID cards? Yes, sir! Oh my god. The card right next to my cuff, sir! I keep it here so I won't forget it! But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that? Oh. Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck in the car door when I... You know? Well, The remaining time my ID card gets stuck, instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me. Maybe I should just leave this one alone.
At any rate, each police officer has one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this.
Please proceed. Your testimony. Ranger gonna be the bandit? I think so. Maybe. I don't know. Something's fishy about him. Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to. Let me see. Yeah, that would be it. Detective Goodman. What's the matter? According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. Yep.
So it is, Your Honor.
Why are you bowing? What bullshit is this?
Not the prosecutor again.
Maybe behind all this being a prosecutor because you got evidence. Mommy, is that man in blue a murderer?
Shh! Don't stare at him.
You got the wrong color, kid. Oh, sign. Quick, bet. Alright.
I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or these consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Must be so difficult for him.
At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. Maybe he just panicked. What the fuck? Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out. That's definitely a contradiction. Is there a way to get inside without an ID card?
Mr. Wright, what do you think?
I'm confused.
What?
The problem with this ID testimony is far too obvious. I gained 21k Sukis in one day. Nice, dude. Big nut.
It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this.
You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we got.
Fuck my daddy. Jesus. Are you alright? You okay, bruv? Oh, wait. 1 second. Why would we fuck your daddy? Taking forever. Come on. Come the fuck on, bruv. There you go. Okay, we're good. Or not. Anal. Bruv. Okay, there you go. There's one other thing that proves the man was Dave Goodman, sir. So, I know, it's so funny. It's a good joke. It's a good meme, right? Just saying, ha, anal. So wait a minute. So we got Goodman's ID. Uh-huh. Alright, victim's memo. SL9. 221. Alright. Parking lot floor plans. That's not gonna be it. So at 420, someone entered with all sevens. Evidence in the past case brought by the God's request. What the? Half written document, the date was 221 to be said admitted to the chief. Bruce Goodman, ID 5. Looks like a 9. Is that correct? 5-9. Oh god, this is such a hard case, man. Nothing just pops out to you. You gotta like really like grind and figure out what the fuck it's asking for. Alright. Not cool. Little G, you getting destroyed? If Mew had the mystical boner, she would choke harder than she did in the virtual world. Jesus Christ. Max, are you alright? You seem a little more disabled than normal. You okay, man? Just checking in on you. You alright? Seem to be a little bazingas.
Bazinga!
Day 221. 5. Is there a way we can... Nope. Let me read the statements again. So, there's one other man approves of Detective Goodman, sir, to enter the evidence room must have an ID card, and the ID card is used as a record of it. The time the crime detective would use the card. Sorry, what do you think? I'm confused. The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. Is it really? It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. Thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we got. Am I? I have no idea what's obvious. Nah. Read the video now. No. 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 It has to be something with this, but what am I looking for? So date 221, date lost 221, Bruce Goodman, ID 5, nah, it looks like a 9. Doesn't look like an 8. Looks like a 9. Truth be told, I may have got an addiction to mystical boners. I mean, that was a really funny time. Well, I forgot what this is, but oh my god, that was it. Wait, one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not gonna be waiting, sir. I'm not gonna waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. Oh, yeah, it would be 30 minutes away, wouldn't it? I mean, the other crime scene. The underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. Ah, that's what you were thinking of. Ah, I see you now, Phoenix. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. Oh, lost item report. It's only half completed. But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Oh, he lost his ID card. Oh shit. Let me guess.
You believe this something to be his ID card, right?
I didn't even think about that. That was a shot in the dark. I thought I said 9, so that's wow, I was so off. That's depressing.
I can't say for sure, but there's a high probability.
On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Oh shit, boy. Let's go. Mama. Mo. Baboon. It can only mean one thing. It doesn't require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Got him. Easy. Easy. Order. Does the prosecution have a response?
I have only one thing to say to the defense.
Oh.
Goddamn Lamau.
Here it comes.
Bravo,
Goddamn
Mr.
Lamau.
Wright.
Bravo.
Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m., on the day of the crime, the man Officer Meekins encountered.
Oh my god.
And the evidence room was not Detective Goodman. There are 2 grounds to support this. The locker in the evidence room is already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card.
Nut.
Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright?
Yes. What's he up to?
That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also a fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder.
Oof. Huh. That is... Well, I guess that's right.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around.
This isn't good. No. Bazingas.
Well, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove.
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
The defense has already done the explain for me. The
God
victim in this
damn it.
video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime.
So...
So the real crime could only take place at the one location, the underground parking lot. At the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness. Observe the moment the defendant used the murder weapon.
Up! Big scream. F. Oof. 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 Come on, my boy. I know that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. But
Activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly is the victim Officer Meekins encountered, and where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of the Detective Goodman.
Just so, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, we have to do something or else Lana.
Ba-ba-bomb.
What do I do?
How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Always object. Always. You always object. This game yet has made me not object. One moment, Your Honor. Object. Fuck you.
What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven.
Hey, of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap.
What are you talking about?
Nut on Emma. Why are you nutting on Emma nonstop? Boy.
This cross-examination has proven one thing and one...
Oh, sorry. This cross-examination is proven one thing and one thing only. Suddenly. Oof. Security video did not show the actual murder. Where the fuck did that boy go? Like, where did he go? How did he get around the camera? Like, what? However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. I still want to know where the fuck he went. I'm so concerned. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. Oof. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident.
Oof. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand.
Mr. Wright, do you mean?
Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness.
Oh, whom do you have in mind?
Someone we have a reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room.
The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply.
Very well then, Mr. Wright.
God
This person
damn it.
whom you would have testify, what is his or her name? Easy. Dick Marshall. Officer Jake Marshall.
Why him?
Can't to let him know everything just yet. He is in charge of the evidence room, so that we should hear what he has to say.
The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare.
Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witnesses, as some poll, I've never seen that word before. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time?
We will, Your Honor.
Court in recess. Hey! Let's get the boy. Alright, so we're in recess right now. I'm gonna go take a quick pee, though. I'll be right back. Oh, it's too quiet.
God damn now.
Yeah, if you don't think this song is sensual, then you are way too pure for the shit. Are you kidding me? It has a slow bass. I mean, it has a low, nice bass slapping guitar. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I've never heard a song with slapping bass, except for the Seinfeld theme, that isn't supposed to be for extreme butt pounding. Like, I've never. The Seinfeld theme, I guess, could be for butt pounding if you're like comically butt pounding, but for real butt pounding, if there's anything to do with a bass guitar being the predominant, then you know. If the bass guitar is in the front, you know you're about to slap some bass. Anyway, back to it. I'm not gonna rest my case on that. That song is 100%. Like, that's the most lewd thing I've ever heard in Doki. So February 24th, 11:32 a.m., District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Da-da-da. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? Forgot to do one thing. That's why I took the break as well. Alright, get to it. What do you mean? The call for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out? I haven't figured anything out.
Lana, you're the one who knows everything.
Emma.
You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you.
I don't recall ever asking for his protection.
Oh, shit.
Matt says cute.
How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me?
Oh. Oof. 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 Well, but I didn't interrupt anything, pals. Oh, that's the boy. No shit. Oh, yes, I am. I'll come back later. Oh, Gumshoe! I love that boy too. Oh, Detective Gumshoe, what is it?
He's like a sad puppy.
You got a lot of nerve, pal. Make it time to run all around while I'm dirty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, Detective. You better be, pal. Hey, 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 hey! I'll see you there, Miss Sky. Oh, so, have you wrote what I asked? I mean this, right? My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Did I bother you to bring me the SO9 incident files? All neither by known. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident.
A lot of that.
I thought Mr. Wright had needed them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them. I can't believe you. The chief prosecutor were a witness in that case. Miss Sky was a witness? Received file SL9 incident files. Oh, take it from me. You don't want anything to do with this serial murders. Oh, what? Now you've brought it, now I brought you your stuff. You're just gonna ignore me? Emma, but why? Why is your name on here?
Well, my name is on there. Well, I don't know, unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana! Is there some incident? Is that?
Oh, shit. Open up a can of worms. That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago. The rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark Killings. Oh, shit. Boy! You can't just pause in the middle of Frosted Cupcakes, can you? I wouldn't if I were you. The... Oh, wait.
No, Lana! That's over with you!
Alright, oh, shit. Emma, wait. She ran away. What the fuck? Oh, what is Bazingas? Oh, Christ. What is Hap? Oh, you know what? I just remembered I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. He's like, fuck this. This is too much drama for me. That's exactly what people do on Discord. Like, fuck this. They leave and they go to YouTube and they're just like, alright, I'm chill. That's how I ready round. Sounds like a tiger cat. What, nut? Dick Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gaunt, Miles Edgeworth. Oof. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence. I knew. You just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. You better take a good look at this file. Lag. To be continued. Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-ba-dum. We keep going. It's only been an hour.
You can't spell nutrition without
Oh, it's Barnacles. Now let's see if Depressed Squidward shows up or whatever it was. Not Depressed. Disapproval Squidward. Let's see if they show up at the same time. I doubt it's gonna happen, but usually it shows up at this time. Please, dear fucking God. Central Song sounds more melancholy than me. Boy, you are way too young, then. No, sir. That is straight out of, like, the 80s. The cheesy-ass 80s, like, Barry White shit. 80s or 90s. I forgot when Barry White was super popular. It might be 90s. But it sounds straight... Like, I could imagine Barry White in there playing, like... Dokia! Can't get enough of your cupcakes, baby. Oh, no, baby. And I don't know why. You had to use a noose and kill yourself, baby. Oh, yeah. Like, It sounds so much like a Barry White song. I fucking swear to God. I didn't come back.
Oof. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Here he is. There's that song. Woo! I'm ready to go jump inside of a Mustang, the car, and just go vroom. Drive off into the sunset and crash into a fucking wall. Alright,
Me, partner, I'm just a man. Same as you, one of the trials of civilization.
hey man, I'm just gonna say this. You're the only one that thinks it isn't. So, I think majority rules on this one.
Occasionally helping that elderly cross intersections when needed.
Oh, I know. You're a patrolman.
As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor.
Howling wind. I've never heard Edgeworth describe that wind before.
Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place. Is this correct? According to the papers, partner.
What do you mean?
The desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up.
But
Maybe it's best we get on this quickly. Please share with us your testimony on the day of the crime. In English.
oh, got him. Well, it is English. Well, kind of. It's Spanglish, actually. Now I think about it, Spanglish. More English than Spanish, but it's Spanglish. That's right. Desperado is a Spanglish. Well, it's a Spanish.
My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at a street side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man. So if you're out of ammo, it's time to hit the trail.
Yep.
We can't say I particularly care for your attitude.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems?
I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those.
Yes, well, what about the fingerprint activated locks inside the evidence room?
Fingerprint activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those?
It's not being very helpful.
He's not that good with machines or with following orders. Everyone's got their weaknesses, now don't they, Mr. Prosecutor?
This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, it's all yours.
Wow, dude. Barnacles. Night, little G. Ian, though. Take it easy. Did the crime.
My job is to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard.
You don't say that, man. You don't say nightmares. It's fucked up, dude. So, I already know what we're going to argue here. But before we even start, let's look at the evidence. I don't think we need to press anything on this. So, what's related to Marshall? Fingerprints are... What is Marshall? And the... So, the fingerprints are... The ID card record might be him. I think that's it. So, it's only 2 pieces of evidence. That would be anything related to Marshall, so... Well, actually, this has Marshall in it, doesn't it? Or does it not? Wait a minute. Crime serial incident's death. Jib was shown down. There you go. Marshall. So. So I was supposed to make rounds 2 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the rooms were protected by 2 security systems anyway. I was at the side street saloon and time went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time to hit the trail. Alright. No, we're not. Why are your fingerprints there, then? Boom. Simple as that. I have no clue what the fuck is going on with this case as usual. Yeah, this one's really confusing. It's all over the place. It's literally all over the place. It'll all click at the end, I'm sure. But right now, it's just like... We're trying to figure out how the fuck 2 people... How one person died in 2 places, and we're trying to figure out what happened. We're just trying to just lower, like, center focus. Because right now, we're focusing on 2 cases. We're trying to get rid of one to get the other one to be a focus. But right now, we have no fucking clue. Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this? Oof, that oof, did you see that? Did you see that? Yeah, it's apple juice. Remember, guys, apple juice. After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. Yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner. Oop. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene, or to be exact, a handprint. Oof! Oh, that's a real good partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of the crypt. I pay my respects, that is, make my rounds around once a month. Only natural my fingerprints would be in there. Not quite. I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. Ooh. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your bloodstained fingerprints were at the crime scene? The blood was wiped away, however. A lumino test clearly reveals this. Well, Officer Marshall, it seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. Oh, shit. Huh.
I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall.
One final nut to Emma. Bye, little G. About the bloodstained fingerprints.
About the bloodstained fingerprints.
Very well. You may begin your testimony about your fingerprints found at the scene of the crime.
Bring it, boy. Bring it, boy. Bring it, boy. Bring it, boy. Bring it, boy.
Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in the evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or don't you know the murderer was wearing gloves?
Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? Wait, what? Huh? How does he know that? Wait a minute. Would he know that? Wait, that stuck out to me like a sore thumb. Wait a fucking minute. It had nothing to do with it. That stuck out like a motherfucker. How does he know?
The witness's explanation appears valid, although there's room for doubt.
How the fuck does he... Wait, life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner. Or did I read that wrong? I need to reread that. Did I read that wrong? Wait a minute. The fence been out close to the witness. The guy hiding something, I could feel it. How the fuck... I probably read it wrong. That was way too, like, bazing... That stood out really bad. That's a chance to prove it. Let me go reread that again. I might have read that wrong. I need to go read it. What the fuck did I just see? One of them happened to be at the same place. The bloodstain handprint. The murderer touched the hand locker with my fingerprint. It was by chance. The bloodstains and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know that the murderer was wearing gloves? How the fuck do you know that? Hold up. What the fuck? How did you know that? Yeah, Phoenix. Like, what? I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports.
There was a bloodstain at the scene, not to be left by the murderer.
That's right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker.
However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint.
Oh yeah, I think we tried that too.
Oh, so that would mean the murderer wearing gloves happened to place his hand on the top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint.
That's the only logical conclusion. Okay, so... Alright. He knew. He knew. Ever since I called Axe Senpai, he hasn't been here. Oof. Shy boy Axe. I can't let him squirm out of this one. I've got to find something. Something decisive to tie Officer Marshall to this crime. That's it? Okay. I guess that wasn't what we were pressing. I don't know, that just freaked me the fuck out. That wasn't it. I was like, wait a minute, hold up? Let's just do our normal rounds of pressing then. I don't see anything else that really stands out. That's because you, how do you put it, pay your respects once a month?
Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happened to be mine.
Interesting. Nani? What do you mean?
I mean what I said.
That locker is his. Alright, noted. What is that coming out of it then? Or is it that one? Which one was it again? I forget.
That locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams. I see. It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over the locker.
Apparently his fingerprint data was never changed. He must have been using the fingerprint lock without even knowing it. Ross's fingerprints updated in the court record.
I'm starting to get the picture, partner.
The picture?
The seal of blood in the desert is just food for the buzzards.
Huh?
There's only one reality. That's this.
Security tape.
So long as my trail isn't in it there.
As long as my trail...
Trail isn't in there. Can't say otherwise.
But... This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully who we're going with this cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, continue testimony, Officer Marshall. Same testimony? Okay. Too bad it wasn't me in that video, right, partner? Might have been. We never saw the face. Is there a way we can prove that? Oh my god. Wait. Hold on. I'm squaring on this one. Hold on. So like I said, it's only natural my fingers to be in the evidence room. So... Oh, my ass hurts. Okay, no, we're just gonna take it slow. No, I'm trying to pinpoint things, but I'm just gonna take it slow. So we're gonna ask him everything until something really stands out. I have a theory. But we're just gonna let that sit for a bit. So then, what about the bloody handprint?
Wasn't mine. It's no mystery.
Please explain.
My locker's covered with my fingerprints. Just so happened. The murder touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance.
The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1.
On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1.
Get one thing straight, partner.
You ain't gonna get no reward from me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why?
Sure. Blood stain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Are you sure about that? I'm related.
They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One's got to do with breakfast, and the other's a type of murder.
It's right. All similar life, totally different. I don't see what homonyms have to do with this. Why do you have 19 bots on your Discord? What the fuck? What, Jacob? What do you need that many for? Hey, how do you know that?
I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports. There was a bloodstain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer.
That's right. It was found in Detective Gumshoe's locker.
I might not figure so take the handprint.
Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. Okay, so same thing as before. I don't know.
Bet it wasn't me in that video, partner.
What do you mean by that?
You want me to time into this crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have.
Uh-huh. But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots.
Blind spots.
Places you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, he could leave the room without being caught on tape. Oh my fucking god, that's how he did it? He crawled on the floor? Oh my god! That's nasty! That's disgusting! Oh my god! That's so gross! In like a sinister way.
We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright.
Well, Mr. Wright, you can show us evidence if the video indicates Officer Marshall was present. Please do now so.
Show evidence. I will continue to nuts for Emma and Lil G's retirement nut. Alright.
Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall. Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake.
Now then, let's have another look at the video. Show us this incriminating evidence of the witness, Officer Jake Marshall.
So, my guess is that he walks by, but look at this. Notice how there's nothing on that locker? I noticed this the first time I watched the video. Is he? Is he actually botting? YCS. Say right now, Judge is Big Boy. If you don't say Judge is Big Boy, I'm about to take 40% of your shit. You gotta say it right the fuck now. I'm staying true to that. I take 40% of your Sukis if I catch you botting. You better not be fucking botting, boy. I'm gonna give him 5 minutes. Once again, YCS, if you're out there, and you don't say Judge is Big Boy, I need you to say Judge is Big Boy. I don't care how you spell it, as long as I can read it. Now you're not? Okay. What do you mean he's botting then? You lied! Matt! Matt is a liar! Down with Matt! Down with Matt! Big lies all day. I swear to God. Big lies from Matt. Oh my god. Hold it! Objection! Objection! Hold it! Take that! Take that! Alright, so what time are we at?
Take that! Hold it!
He just tried to snipe YCS.
Objection!
Wait, no, keep going.
Take that!
So not said it, but he responded, obviously. He responded. Like, said, no, I am not. That's not a bot. A bot wouldn't say, no, I am not. That counts. Say what? See, he's here. It doesn't matter. He's here. Like, that's obviously not a bot talking. There you go. Bringing our attention back to the security camera is a mistake I'm afraid you'll never forget, Officer Marshall. The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less? Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 words or less. What a nice guy. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. See this locker that has a white claw sticking out. This is a witness's locker. And let that be known for everybody. If we ever catch you obviously botting, I'm taking 40% of your hours and Sukis. Because I do not want to reward cheaters. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit.
There you go. Oh, the white cloth. It's gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? Well, the crime took place. Oh, when the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Once more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. How did you do that so fast then? Jesus.
Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open?
Doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. Yes, it does, actually.
The murderer needed to hide something.
So he opened a locker and stuck it in. Contradiction! Contradiction!
It's not my fault he opened up. He happened to choose mine.
That's a contradiction!
Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man?
Because you are. He's faltering. He's falling. He's lying now. This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. Yeah, he doesn't know how they work. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker. That's right. He wasn't lying. He just doesn't know.
Oh yeah, I call your bluff. You say open that locker, now prove it.
Simple.
A fingerprint sensor?
Oof, do you see that sweat? That boy's falling down!
We talked about this earlier today. The locker can only be opened by the detectives they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this?
Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this.
In any case,
the locks aren't that obvious. Even some people in the force that don't know how the fingerprint about the fingerprint logs. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? Oof. Is that jerky? That boy's straight eating jerky. Oh, fuck. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I only got one word for you, partner.
No! Oh, shit. We got a crack. We got a break. We got a breakdown. Uh-oh. Breakdown. Order.
Oh, let's explain yourself.
If this is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard.
Sure, this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the night of the crime.
Nani?
Time of the crime.
Nani?
Olé! Please answer the question!
What is he now, a bullfighter?
That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here.
Pecan?
Have a look at these floor plans. There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet, Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. If that's so, then where was the witness?
It seems Mr. Right as an answer.
That's right. The only possible conclusion. But, well done. Let's heal it.
There was an
Where was Officer Marshall? Who's the victim again? He's victim, right? Maybe? Officer Marshall was standing right there. Yeah, but that's what the victim, Detective Goodman, was. Correct, unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in this video is Officer Marshall. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman.
Uh-oh. That's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure.
But he said he didn't know the face. May I point out though that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show the card, sir. Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond? He said, something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? Also, he would have needed to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. Oh, I get it.
If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall?
You've got quite an imagination, partner. We've got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence.
Circumstantial evidence.
You're still denying it. You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective, unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim.
I can say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't hear me complaining.
Well, Mr. Wright, do I have any evidence or you ever proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall was dressed up as the victim?
Bubble Skylar, what up? Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that.
I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat.
This can't be happening. It's so obvious. He's the one. What can I do? Oh, here we go.
It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics.
The basics. Baldy's Basics and educational and learning? Oh, I want a nut. For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me.
Yak, try thinking outside the box.
That's not the right voice. Whatever. Nick, try thinking outside of the box. Now, you shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise.
Why do you think this locker was open in the first place?
What do you mean?
There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later as it has been.
Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker.
According to the defensive argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as a Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason.
Luminite's gone? Alright, see you, Luminite. Nothing but waiting for Doki Doki Live, but I found my favorite Senpai. Not watching this, how are you? What? For Doki Doki Live? They're rare now. There's not a lot of good Dokis.
The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that. He opened it in order to put the cloth inside.
But I'm fine myself, I guess. We're just dabbling around with the Phoenix Wright.
So, just what exactly is the piece of cloth?
Perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot.
Back. Very well. Let's take yet another look at the security tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness had to open his locker.
Look at that boy going in. He's not ready for what's about to happen. Jesus Christ. Oh. I didn't see that before. Look at all that blood. Do you think... What color is the cloth? White. Oh shit. I think he stuffed the coat inside the locker. Meekins went in with a smack. He did a good job. For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room. I didn't know what that reason was yet.
Yet?
However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. Bloody white coat! You couldn't just walk out like that, so you hid the coat in your locker. Good job, Meekins. I don't know how she talking. I might like that flight of the weekend. I'd admit to dream. Eat my ass. Not bad, huh, partner? Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have been here, now would we? Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it. All right. It seems the time has come. Well, rest in peace. We exposed him. He got exposed. Let's see what he has to say. I had to do it that day. I just couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I was expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. He managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. There you go. Sought to expose victim. It was really you.
But there's one thing I still don't understand. Large quantities of blood traces were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be?
Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is that he's the donor. It looks like too much blood for that. That is a good question. Where'd that blood come from? Look at this dude. Alright. Marshall's confession.
Goddamn Lamau.
As I had to do it that day, I couldn't just stand by and let it die. When you say it, you mean... Do you even have to ask, partner? SL9 incident.
2 years have passed since that case was closed. I was going to completely end the transferal that day.
Now, if I have anything to do with it, that incident's not over. But what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence?
You can't spell nutrition without
When that case is closed, only the detective who was in charge of it can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine. Yeet Stokey. Yeah, Stokey. But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it? That day was my last chance, that's why I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. Hungry and then go eat, bruv. Go eat. Come on, Matt. Why don't you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman? I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal. I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere.
So you did it to fool the security camera.
And the detective's ID card. I stole that the morning of the incident. So that really was why Goodman started filing out that lost item report. I returned his ID card, left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot. The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall.
So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight.
What do you mean, partner?
I mean, the fingerprint-activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Normally, that locker shouldn't have opened.
So it opened because of a rubber glove that was stuck in the door by chance. The detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins trying to drive him off? Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. Officer Meekins certainly is a one in a million type of person.
mistaken a detective for an intruder and demanded to be shown his ID.
I'll have to think a little about his raise this year.
Oh no.
No, Edgy, don't do that. Lincoln's gotta eat.
When did Edgeworth get so much influence?
Anyway,
Anyway, he threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him slightly. Deacon's gotta eat, bro. Come on.
I'm sorry I had to turn out that way. Could be knocking him out and everything.
By the way, what happened to your knife?
Oh, you mean this one?
Same knife.
I don't know what to say.
Huh. So what happened next?
I managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera.
So much to press. So you did your research beforehand.
Those who go into the desert are unprepared don't live long, partner. I don't think it would make much a difference, though. Security tapes erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you bloodied your coat in your struggle with Officer Beacons. If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there. What was Officer Meekins doing during that time? What else? He was sleeping like a baby.
So what they're saying is on the day.
Wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15.
One eat ass. But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place.
What are you, blind? The victim shown on the tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So you stole the evidence from the locker, eh? Actually, no, I didn't. Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone.
Oh shit.
What? Mr. Edgeworth grazed the evidence.
Still missing, Your Honor.
Oof. The Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. All those sevens. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing? Thanks, Lutz. Yeah, that's normal.
Fire away, partner.
Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer. Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID? Injuring a police officer? This is no small offense.
Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. It can't just be forgiven. It can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary.
Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution. Oof.
Like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with.
Oh, the witness has an unusual amount of zeal.
Goddamn Lamau.
Let's hear more.
I can't just forget the SL9 incident. You know why?
But that case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That's the reason.
That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room.
Joe Dark was convinced for those crimes.
Was convicted of those crimes.
One thing I can say for sure, he deserved his sentence.
I remember the Joe Dock case. It involved serial murders, didn't it?
I don't intend to complain about how it turned out.
Goddamn Lamau.
There's something that still bothers me. Something went down on that trial. Something no one will talk about.
What happened?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Why is he so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should present him with that, what I think his real reason is. I had a feeling he'd wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case. Better take another look at all the files.
Class trial time.
Last trial time? No, you my ass. Friggy Teenage Love inbound? Wait, who? What? Criminal, Joe Dark, crime, victims, trial, data hedge prosecutor, witnesses. They were the witnesses, investigation task force executive, an investigator, closed, criminal, crime, sentenced to death. Ah. Let's just ask him about it. Senpair. Nut. Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident. Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner. I have the SL9 incident file here. The name? Marshall. It's mentioned in here. There you go. On a list of murder victims. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man?
Neil Marshall.
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard that name. 2 years ago. Oh. He received the same lousy prosecutor award you got. What? A prosecutor? You must be talking about the King of Prosecutors award.
Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did.
That's right. He was killed, and the case fell into your hands.
But what is his realization to you?
He was my brother. Oh no. Here comes the sad boy hours. Here comes sad boy hours. Oh no. He was investigating the murders with Damon Gott, chief detective at the time. Sad boy hours, here it comes. The group of detectives I was part of worked under them. We were desperate to prosecute the killer. Oof. Yeah, it looks like a killer. Joe Dark. My brother fought Dark and was killed. That was the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. Oh no. He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed. At least according to the public records. What do you mean? My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight.
And that's it? That's your reason for your insane actions?
There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me. Oof. What the This case is just... We started here. Alright, this person died, and now we're just like, woo! Woo! We're just falling deeper and deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole, and I don't know where the hell we are anymore. Now we're doing brother revenge? What the fuck?
Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened in the police department on the day of the crime.
That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence.
Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled.
Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day.
Well, no shit, but what?
The things that happen by chance never cease to amaze me. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department.
Chance? There's got to be more than just that.
So, if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one.
Which in turn means that one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky.
Now we're back. Now we're back. After a long time, we're finally back. We're back to the case at hand. Jesus. Woo! Yep, okay, so we sealed the deal on the other case. Now we can go back to the other one. Alright, we're good. But wait. A verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial. I mean, we had to get rid of that to figure out which one was the real Goodman. So, it was necessary, but Jesus. Now we're back to trying to kill Lana.
Which is why we examined that incident at the police department today.
But
there's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There's yet remained another mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department.
it seems to me the boys got the draw on you, partner.
All the mysteries at the police department had been uncovered. No contradictions remain.
What the fuck? Why does it keep spacing it like that? I hate that. Like it.
No contradictions
Remain! It's just hard to read it.
The murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Sky. There were no errors in the testimony of the witness, Angel Star. If you have a response, make it one word or less.
Objection. Oh! Nice job, Phoenix.
I rest my case.
Nice job, Phoenix.
It seems the trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt.
Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department.
There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera tape really was fake. But I didn't realize that would end up proving Lana guilty. Oof.
Now then, the time for the verdicts arrived. This court finds the defendant.
Oh no. Hold it. Oh, who the fuck is this? Oh, bazingas. It's your boy Emma. Reggie's rolling in his bed right now. He's getting that EMP. He's like, holy shit, EMP, what? But he was like, oh fuck, I'm feeling Amazon attack my mom. There she is. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Your Honor, wait!
Clutching it again. This is the second time she's done this. Emma!
The defense has an objection! A scientific objection! Right?
What do you mean, right?
Mr. Wright, are you this girl's guardian?
Girl's guardian? Your Honor, in a sense.
Please, Your Honor! Please, Your Honor! All I'll be asking is for a bit of your time! Please hear me out! Mr. Edwards, please!
I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3.
Oof. The way I read that made it 10 times better? What do you mean?
I was kind of in shock. Find about the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings.
Now she mentions it. The names on the both Sky Sisters were in that file.
But that's when I figured it out. What Officer Marsh was trying to do that day. So I knew his fingerprint had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing. The other handprint.
You mean the traces of blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker, eh?
But no fingerprints were found on it, right?
Shit. I couldn't think of my voice quick enough.
No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So I ran over there and looked at it again.
So did you find something?
I know. Sorry. I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all.
Where the fuck is Disapproval Squidward? Barnacles has been here the entire time and Disapproval Squidward isn't here. They are the same person. Like, confirmed. Like, confirmed. Like, confirmed. They're the same person. Is that all?
Please don't make me mad. I'm just a high school student.
And I'm just an attorney. Sparkle's just left. Alright, if Disreputable Squidward shows up right now, it's confirmed. And I'm just an attorney.
But Mr. Wright, his traces of blood are the only clue we have. We can't find something wrong with them. Please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can save blood, it's you.
Me? Oh boy! But time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. With regard to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain?
It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this?
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, it can't be of more use. But still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, what will it be?
Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. I don't have all day. Need a laugh track command? No, you. Yes, Your Honor. If ever I've needed to concentrate, it's now. Okay, what could be wrong with the handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing? Object. Obviously. Why wouldn't you object? This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction.
The only thing that seems clear is you're grasping, Mr. Wright.
You've been staring pretty intently at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them?
Yeah, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing.
Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there?
SMH. Yeah, something that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of the blood mark. Huh?
Let us pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time. Very well, Mr. Wright.
With all this evidence here, there's got to be something I can use.
The question is, which item can prove something is missing on the floor plans?
Huh? What? Ow. Can I look at the floor plans? The fuck? Okay, something's missing from the floor plans. Let's look. What's missing from the floor plans? No. 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 Oh, wait. It was allegedly dancing in the evidence room at the time of the murder. It wasn't there. Right? Right? Right?
What about that piece of plywood?
Blue Badger, mascot of the police force, defender of truth, guardian of proof.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
So we can eat a cookie. We'll here have some melatonin, L-theanine, and botanicals blend. There you go. There you go. Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The Blue Badger is not here. So watch what happens when we put him in. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. I know you have those. I recommend them for you, bruv. Well, what? Ah. We have brotherhood. Me and you. It's the power of the sleep. Puts me right the fuck to sleep. God bless. That's right, so long as the Blue Badger's dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker. Got him. Got his ass. Eat his ass. Oof.
What?
Got him. Just like Mondo and Taka. Yeah, we're bros.
What that means?
Dr. Tamlin.
Just exactly. What does that mean?
It means it can't be done.
What are you saying? Blood traces are undeniably found in that locker.
Don't look at me. I didn't put it there.
Mr. Wright, think it through scientifically.
Emma.
On that afternoon, well, obviously because when I brought the blue badge to the evidence room, right? Got to put it down. Impossible leaves a hamper in that locker. So that must be this blood mark was left there before the blue badgers brought it in.
Just one moment. I will not allow such far-fetched blanderdash in my courtroom.
It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only a possible explanation. On February 21st, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once but twice. Oh, what the fuck? But how? One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security camera. Officer Miggins cut his hand, from which trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is, the other time. Oh, Jesus Christ. Someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered. I got him. That's ridiculous. I refute you. The music kicked in. Objection! 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 Can we get some objection spam? Thanks, guys. The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be fake. However, that does not explain the blood mark found on the locker.
So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves it occurred.
When did the first incident occur? But through some mice.
The defense claims that prior to the officer Mickens being cut by Jake Marshall, who was disguised as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that evidence room.
The blood mark on the locker proves this. Very well. Then tell us,
when did this first incident occur? Proof must be presented.
Proof that shows when the murder took place. There's only one piece of evidence that can show that. Now then, will the defense please present its evidence? Get your take that's ready. Get your take that's ready. Get your take that's ready. I'm gonna slam a take that. I'm gonna assume. Wait. So, what shows when the first crime took place? Not the last item report. Where is it? Here we go. Take that! There you go. If the crime took place then inside the evidence room, then the perpetrator would have to have entered the room. In order to do so, an ID card is required. An ID card?
Oh, the ID card record!
Officer Meekins brought the Blue Badger panel into the evidence room at, let's see here, 4:50 p.m. If the crime took place before that time, then it would be 4:40 p.m. Oh no!
I never figured you had nerve, boy. Put off the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it wouldn't have been me.
Nope, I ain't getting it.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't understand either.
It's clear from the luminol test that the blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood.
That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away? Or the real murderer?
I would not have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible.
That would mean
The crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room.
Let's take a look at the chart again. There's only one other card number remaining. 7777777. Jesus Christ. Talk about a lucky number. But wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Officer Goodman have entered the evidence room? Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, must have entered a long time ago with the real murder. I mean, he must have entered along with the real murder. Holy shit. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 77777777. I'm broken. We have no idea who they are. We don't know who 77777777 is yet. We're gonna figure it out. Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose ID number is 77777777.
That's one 7 too many, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card. At least, at present.
What?
Explain yourself, son. The ID number 77777777 belongs to someone with a rank of captain or higher. Someone who is so-called executive officer. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a personal identity.
Enter a person's identity. Wait, what? You're talking about who? Wait, what? Who's what? Who's who? What?
But that's ridiculous.
Just how?
I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority. If an official charge filed against an executive accepted. An official charge. You're all alike, aren't you? With your cover-ups and your forgeries.
That's how the prosecutor's office operates. Oh, there you go. 7. Can we do the number 7? 77777777777. 11037.
I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate it if you would keep your slander to yourself.
Slander, is it? Alright. Let me ask a question.
Yes.
No, not to you. To her. The defendant sitting over there.
Your own little executive.
Lana?
Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course we've looked up her ID number. And it's not 77777777.
Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I want to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident. I saw not an incident. Has to be this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence? Oof. Oof. Oof.
Do you need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor?
I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth.
2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At that time,
Occasionally, we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did. Nani?
Lana!
I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law. Defendant, what are you saying? I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? Did you look at me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did?
Chief Prosecutor, you didn't!
I don't have to, Officer Marshall.
Why don't you answer him?
Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict we deserved. I mean, he deserved.
Lana!
Even if it involved forging evidence. Ooh. Oh. Big oof. Big motherfucking oof. 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 See? That's what I'm talking about.
No. No!
Lana remains.
The chaos in the courtroom could not be quelled. The conclusion of the trial.
I was gonna read it in her voice.
We're now into the following day.
Well then, everything took a huge shit. So now we know that she forged evidence. Oof. That's a big oof right there. Forging evidence? Oof. 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 You stop screaming, mate? That's what I do! Why do you gotta be so mad, man? Screaming is the only way to survive. Do you not get excited? Do you monotonely talk for the rest of your life? Do you never have excitement in your life? Come on, man. You gotta get excited. Even Meekin screams. What's wrong, man? Come on. Alright, let's do a big save. Alright, save. Ba-boom. Alright, all good. Well, that's it for now, because obviously it's been about 2.5 hours, so that's all for Phoenix Wright today, but we'll be continuing it another day. I do not know if there's going to be something else tonight. I do not know if there's going to be something else tonight, but we will check. I will check. I'm going to call the person. They have yet to respond to me. It's kind of making me upsetty spaghetti. I'm going to call them. I'm going to be the aggressor this time, even if it's inconvenient for them. I'm going to try to figure out if I can get them to tell me what time they want to meet me, so we can figure out when the hell I'm going to be able to, if I'm going to be able to stream something else tonight. If not, there will be nothing else. We'll see. All right. So anyway, roll those credits. We'll see if we're playing NEP tonight. Who knows? We'll be right back. Maybe. If not, then rest in F. So here we go.